The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School boys basketball. WLCN's coverage of Rail Splitter basketball is sponsored by Bees Landscaping for all your outdoor landscaping projects and needs. Located at 1302 State Route 10 East on the east edge of Lincoln. Call 217-732-4300. Brian Clark State Farm Insurance for home, auto, life, and health insurance needs. See Brian to review a quote, for help understanding your current policy, or to get started on your personal price plan. Stop by the office at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Chase Lowry, your Edward Jones financial advisor, located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office, member SIPC. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Dara Entwistle, independent health insurance agent. Call 217-737-7581. Darren Powell State Farm Insurance, located on the square in Mount Pulaski at 114 East Cook Street, offering competitive rates on auto, home, life, and business insurance. Phone 217-792-3371. Expedia Cruises, offering air, land, and sea vacations. Located at 1520 East College Street in Normal. Call Greg Phillips at 309-429-6280. First National Bank in Tremont, your local community bank that strives to build relationships and is trusted with your community's financial needs. Located at 710 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Visit TremontBank.com to learn more about products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and to attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Find them on Facebook or learn more at myfgec.org. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Lincoln Land Communications, located at 1326 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Serving the area since 1986, Lincoln Land Communications provides sales and service for security cameras, two-way radios, commercial phone and sound systems, LED lighting, car stereos, and much more. Call 217-735-5454. Me Realty. Locally owned and operated, Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at merealty.com. Sal Polis, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, located at 1400 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 217-732-4001. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball.
Good evening, Railer fans, and welcome to Lincoln Railer basketball. It's time for the Josh Comnick Growl Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show. And I'm your host, Josh Comnick, and we're on the road in Collinsville as the Railers get ready to take on the Stars from McCluer North High School. In just a moment, I'll be joined by Scott Kirby as we break down tonight's matchup. We thank you for joining us on the home of every Lincoln Railer contest this season, WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. Again, Railer fans, thanks for joining us here from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium on the campus of Collinsville High School. Getting set for the Railers and the Stars from McCluer North High School, the 39th annual Collinsville Prairie Farms Holiday Boys Basketball Classic. The Railers coming to the contest tonight with a record of 8-3 on the season, while the Stars from McCluer North check in at 4-1. Right now, Collinsville, the host school, up 56-40 over the Panthers from Decatur Eisenhower. We'll send it back to the studios. More with the pregame here in just a couple minutes. You're in the Growl Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Welcome back, Railer fans, here from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium in Collinsville, Illinois. Josh Comnick along with Scott Kirby and Lloyd Kirby here, bringing you all the action all 3 days, I guess. Tonight, tomorrow, and also Friday, as the Railers look to put a seventh championship in the trophy case back at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. The Railers is the school with the most championships here at Collinsville. And Scott, this team not picked, I would think, to probably bring home the championship, but we've seen this Railer defense bring our record to an 8-3 mark on the season, and something that we know defense generally travels, and we hope that it does this 3 games.
Yeah, and we talked to Coach Howe about this matchup, early on, and, his thoughts were, well, McCluer North doesn't know what Lincoln does, where, Quincy, Eisenhower, and Collinsville, that schools that we've seen before, and, hopefully that gives us an upper hand in this basketball game, because this first game is key. You want to get that first dub so we can stay in the big gym, but McCluer North, they have a pretty solid basketball team.
McCluer North 4-1 on the season. The Railers 8-3. We're going back through the history of the Railers being here at the Prairie Farms Holiday Boys Basketball Classic. We've been here 24 years. Got 58 wins, 29 losses, 6 titles. The titles came in 85, 86, 87, 2009, 2013, and 2014. So when the Railers won one, Scott, we generally put another one on the board right after that.
Yeah, we've had some solid programs come up here. We had a little break there. I think we were, over in the Bloomington
State Farm
tournament up there.
Went to Pekin for a few years during my years. Went to, obviously, my senior year, we went down to Arkansas and won the King Cotton Classic. But after we got back from that and went over to State Farm, and then I think we've pretty much been here ever since.
Yeah, and, it kind of just puts an exclamation point on Christmas. We know you have Christmas, and then you have Railer basketball down here in Collinsville, and it feels good to be down here.
Right now, Collinsville beating Decatur Eisenhower 62-44, and the Railers will be the next game on the schedule. After us, it'll be Collierville, Tennessee, taking on Belleville East. So 2 more games here. Nice crowd here at Collinsville, as you would expect. Collinsville came into the contest tonight for themselves unbeaten on the year. I believe 13-0, maybe 12-0 for those guys. So they're going to bring very good crowds, which I'm sure the tournament directors enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. And And, Lincoln usually brings a pretty good crowd themselves. And
yeah, I see a lot of red and green filing in as we're looking around. More and more will start to file in as we get closer to time. It's really a perfect time for the Railers to play a game here late, spend the night, and get 2 games for sure tomorrow. The Railers are guaranteed 4 games in the tournament, no matter how they do. So we'll be here and bring you all the action. I know our other crew is over in Peoria bringing you the Lincoln Lady Railers as they were victorious easily today, and we're 2-0 over in Manual.
Yeah, they're having a pretty easy time over there right now, but I'm sure it's going to get a little tougher for them, and the Lady Railers are rolling.
12 seconds left here in the game before us, and the Railers and the Stars from McCluer North will hit the court. We'll send it back to the studios for another break. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer basketball.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Back here at Collinsville High School for the 39th annual Collinsville Prairie Farms Holiday Boys Basketball Classic. The Railers getting set to take on the Stars from McCluer North High School. McCluer North checks in at 4-1 on the season. They come into the contest tonight averaging 60 points per game while giving up 42. The Railers 8-3 on the year. We are averaging 46 points per game, giving up 35. I was just looking back through the back in 2013 and 2014, the most memorable, or not memorable, but the most recent, I guess, championships by the Railers. Those guys were led in 2013, Max Cook. Max Cook was the MVP of the 2013 tournament. Also on the all-tournament team were Edward Bolby and Gavin Block. I believe Gavin was a junior because I look back up at 2014, another year the Railers won it, right behind that two-time all-tournament team, and he was an MVP his senior year. Gavin Block was the MVP in 2014, and also Will Cook on that all-tournament team back in 2014. We'll try to bring you some records that the Railers team-wise and individually hold here in this classic, but more importantly, Scott, we've got our work to do tonight here against McCluer North as they come in to the contest with a 4-1 record. Not a lot of games so so far that they've played. I'm not sure the holdup. Maybe Missouri starts a little bit later than we do, but they'll be ready. They didn't have far to travel. They're from the inner city of St. Louis, so they'll be ready to go. We've got to think they're going to have some quickness, but I think the Railers have seen that in preparation with Southeast and a few of the other Central State schools that we've been able to play so far.
Yeah, and Railers kind of off to a slow start, and we talked about that pressure early on in the season, and we've seen some teams that pressure the ball, and the Railers seem to have figured it out. And tonight, two teams unfamiliar with each other. The Lincoln Railers are going to do what they do, and hopefully they have a good game plan against McCluer North.
Yeah, one thing when you come to a tournament, especially when you don't host it, you can't expect a huge home court advantage as far as the Railers as fans. I mean, the Railers will probably bring a couple hundred fans, I'm sure, but if you're trying to ride the wave of Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium, you're not going to have that here at Virgil Fletcher. So the guys have got to be ready to play, and I'm sure they will be. Coach Alexander's had them ready to play all season long, and it's been that defense that has carried us, Scott, giving up 35 points a game, and we may not get into the 50s very often this year, but if our defense can hold them low 30s and mid 35, we've been proven that we can win against some good teams.
Yeah, you're right, Josh, and our defense they've been playing fantastic the past several weeks, and defense can win you games, transition points and just solid defense, and we've yet to really find that go-to guy to score, but we're an all-balanced, all-around team, and they just got to come out here and play their game.
Well, I believe statistically, the junior Drew Hayes comes into the contest leading the way for the Railers in points at a little over 9 points per game, and if you remember right, he was held scoreless against Washington, and our second leading scorer, Carson Komnick, is at a little over 8 points a game. He just had 2 3-pointers in that, but it was Gowan, it was Gabe Smith. We had contributions from Schilling that night, and also Frank Sanders probably had his best game of his career in a Railer uniform at the varsity level. He had, I believe, 8 points and about 6 rebounds. So look for that junior to gain on that with some confidence, and hopefully he can bring it here this week, because we're going to need everybody for this team to not only stay in this main gym with getting your first win, but being able to come out of Collinsville with a couple W's.
Yeah, you're right, Josh. Frank had a fantastic game the other night. Miller contributed as well. He's starting to find his stroke, and I think it's confidence with this team. They come in, they're not sure of what their role is in the offense, and they're starting to settle in, finding open shots, and if they can keep growing on that, we should have a pretty good year.
Yeah, and I think Coach Alexander's found a little bit of a rotation in the subs that now where he's Komnick and Gabe Smith have come into the starting role, and really starters are one thing. I guess it looks good because you get to run out of the tunnel, but guys are getting a lot of equal minutes, and I think guys are getting comfortable coming off the bench. It looks like Gowan has kind of found his stroke again, and maybe that's what he needed, was maybe he's a little more comfortable coming off the bench, and the senior has played really, really well as of late.
Yeah, and Coach said it, I think maybe the last post-game show, that this team's unselfish, and for those two guys to come off the bench now, that speaks a lot for their character, where a lot of kids just put their head down and be like, well, I'm not starting anymore, why should I give an effort? But these guys they've got a good mindset, and they're focused, and sometimes you might need to find somebody that's selfish. Right. But right now they're playing unselfish basketball, and hopefully it continues.
The last game the Railers had was back on December the 22nd. They took care of the Panthers from Washington 41-34. We hope the Railers can take care of the Stars here tonight. Let's take them back to the studios for another break. Back here from Collinsville, Illinois, you're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened? Your friend's not breathing. She's dead? Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God!
And we're back here for the Stars and the Railers here from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium on the campus of Collinsville High School, getting set for the 39th annual Collinsville Prairie Farms Holiday Boys Basketball Classic. As the Railers come into the contest with a record of 8-3 on the season, the McCluer North Stars check in at 4-1. And I believe we have played McCluer North a few times as we've been down here for 26 years in the actually 24 years, I believe, but 24 years in the tournament. I think even as of recent, we have taken on McCluer North, especially in some of those opener games where McCluer North maybe not as good as they are this year, but a tough contest, Scott, for the Railers as they open up with McCluer North and a team that's going to provide a lot of pressure, probably man-to-man, full-court pressure, and really something the Railers so far this year have done a pretty good job of handling.
Yeah, they have, and still a learning process for them, but they're going to get better as games go on, and hopefully they can continue tonight how they've handled that pressure.
The Railers will have to shoot it as they have all season long, with a little more consistently, but I think we can't continue to go to the basket. We've got to find a way to get easy scores if they're going to pressure us. We've got to be able to get by guys and score some easy layups, which a couple of those guys that can do it are Miller and Komnick and Hayes. Hayes a big factor here down in Collinsville. We always see good size when we come down here.
Yeah, we do, and we've seen teams in the past. One of them's in the NFL right now playing.
Vanessa. Edwardsville.
Yeah, from Edwardsville, and we saw Mark Smith down here. We know what type of Hayes player. The kid from Belleville Althoff years ago. Can't think of his name right now, but
Godwin.
Godwin, yeah. A lot of talent at this tournament, and
we just saw Collinsville with a 6'8" guy, left-handed guy that can score really scored around the rim really well for Collinsville. So the competition just keeps going as you keep going, and we hope the Railers can get by this first one for sure. That's going to wrap it up for us here on the pregame show. After a word from our sponsors, Scott and I will be back here in Collinsville to bring you the play-by-play action as Lincoln takes on McCluer North. As always, a big thank you goes out to all our sponsors. This has been the Josh Komnick, Growl Incorporated, and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Lincoln Railer basketball is on the air. Good evening, Railer fans, and welcome to Lincoln Rail Splitter basketball. WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCN Sports are pleased to bring you tonight's contest from Collinsville, Illinois, on the campus of Collinsville High School as the Lincoln Railers take on the Stars from McCluer North. Good evening, everyone. This is Scott Kirby alongside Josh Komnick, Lloyd Kirby on the camera, and Claudette back at the studio. And we're all set to bring you all of tonight's action. We'd like to wish a good evening to all of our listeners that are tuning in to WLCN 96.3 FM, listening on the go on the McCluer app, or watching our live stream video on YouTube. We hope you enjoy tonight's broadcast. The Raiders come in tonight's game with an overall record of 8-3, while the Stars of McCluer North have an overall record of 4-1. Both teams on the court still warming up. Railers right underneath us and McCluer North on the other side of the court. And it's time to check tonight's list of the games, sponsored by Me Realty. List your home with Me Realty when it's time to sell. And if you're looking to buy, check the listings at merealty.com. Josh, 3 keys to tonight's game.
Well, the defense has got to be good because we don't score well, and I think so. For one, defense has got to be good. We've got to rebound the basketball, and I think one that's been a pretty constant for this season is be able to handle the pressure. Our guards have done a pretty good job of not turning the ball over against pressure, and tonight I think we'll not only have to handle pressure, but we'll have to make them pay for the pressure. We'll have to go to the basket and convert on some layups. We missed some layups against Washington. Hayes with a few. I think Komnick had one. Sanders with a couple. We've got to be able to knock those down here tonight.
That's tonight's list of the game, brought to you by Me Realty. When you're ready to list your home, contact the professionals at Me Realty. The Railers in the Collinsville tournament for 24 years, as Josh mentioned earlier, with an overall record of 58-29 with 6 titles. And they look to increase that this year as the Railers take on the Stars of McCluer North. McCluer North, they have been in the Collinsville tournament for, let's see, where'd it go?
You should have this memorized.
Well, right there. They've been in for, looks like 2 years.
Yep.
1 win, 5 losses.
Yeah,
so hopefully that trend
1 and
continues.
6.
Yeah, 1 and 6. Hopefully after tonight they're 1 and 1 and 6.
Right.
They're 1 and 5.
At 1 and 5, one more loss would make them 0 and 6 or 1 and 6.
Let's send it back to the studio as we got a minute left, and we'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have the starting lineups and opening tip here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Thanks everybody for joining us here for Lincoln Railer basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM here from Collinsville, Illinois, getting set for the starting lineups between the Railers and the Stars from McCluer North High School. Again, the Railers come into the contest with a record of 8-3 on the season. McCluer North at 4-1. It looks like McCluer North will be the visitors on the scoreboard. They've got their dark jerseys on.
A 6'3" junior, number 0, Kendall Van Dyke.
For the Stars, first man out, number 0, Kendall Van Dyke. Number 1, Brendan Tate. Number 3, Harrison Bailey Howard. 6'4" and a senior, number 11, James Davis. And 6'3" and a sophomore, number 30, Makai Owens. Rashad Lindsay is the North coach. Now we're getting set for the starters for your Lincoln Railers. It looks like Coach Alexander will go with the lineup that he's gone on for the last probably 4 or 5 games here. First man out, 6 foot a senior guard, number 3, Schilling. Trey Schilling. 6'2" and a junior, number 4, Smith. Gabe Smith. 6'3" and a sophomore, number 5, Carson Comnick. At point guard, 5'7" and a senior, number 10, Keon Carson. The man in the middle, 6'5" and a junior, the leading scorer for the Railers, number 30, Hayes. Drew Hayes. Of course, the Railers are coached by head coach Neil Alexander, assisted by Eric Ewald, Greg Alexander, Brandon Bird Farmer, Josh J. McClellan, Zach Dom, and Gary Rademacher.
Well, we are all set for Lincoln Railer basketball at the 39th annual Collinsville Prairie Farms Holiday Tournament as the Railers take the court and McCluer North. Railers in their home whites. Green numbers trimmed in red, and McCluer North in the blue with white trim, white numbers. And tonight's opening tip is sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals, located at 1909 Kickapoo Street in Lincoln, as Drew Hayes and Howard are set to tip. And the 39th annual Prairie Farms tournament for the Lincoln Railers is underway with the opening tip going to the Railers.
Yeah, looks like McCluer North starts up in this man-to-man. Look at a running jump here. Looks like number 3 is getting ready to come and double team Keon, but he doesn't.
Railers working around the perimeter. Keon goes left. Now Schilling, back to Carson. Carson dribbles in, finds Hayes on the right wing. Hayes picks up his dribble, now gets it back to Carson. Game just underway. Carson dribbles in, kicks out to Hayes. Now Hayes is going to find the lane with the running jumper, no good. Gets his own rebound, gets it to Comnick, puts it on the ground, loses it, and McCluer North comes up with it as they push left now to the right with Davis. Now he'll hand off to Owens. Tate with it up top. Now work it over to Howard. Back to Tate. Over to Howard, right wing. Picks up his dribble, feeds it in, tried to feed it down low, tapped out of there, and saved by McCluer North.
Yeah, good defense by the Railers. They got a hand on the ball as McCluer North tried to throw it inside, but Keon or Hayes got a paw on it.
And deep three,
Shot
no
clock.
good. Shot clock, yeah. Shot clock is in effect tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and right there is a shot clock violation.
Yeah, good
turnover
job.
the Stars.
Comnick, I don't know if he heard from the coaches or he realized that himself, but he knew he had to fire from deep, and he did a good job of contesting that shot.
Railers with the basketball, no score. Komnick back to Carson.
Yeah, well scouted there by McCluer North. They knew exactly what was coming with that screen underneath the Hayes.
Now Hayes with it right corner, left corner that is.
The back doors are going to have to be often and early and often here for the Railers, as McCluer North way out on the Railers.
Fake by Carson, going to dribble in, kick it out. Schilling, three on the way, off the rim, no good. Rebound, tipped out of bounds off Komnick, going to be the Stars basketball.
Good penetration there, though, by Keon. Keon got right in the middle of the lane, kicked it out to Schilling, who's really been our guy for in the first quarter especially. Just couldn't get that one to go down.
The Stars with the basketball. Davis gets it to Howard. Now Howard up top to Tate.
Very patient here so far for McCluer North. So patient they got caught with the shot clock the last time.
Three on the way from McCluer North, off the rim, no good. Rebound underneath by Howard. He puts it back up and good for the Stars. 2-0 McCluer North. Railers look to answer with the basketball. 5:30 to go in the first. Carson's going to dribble in, kick it out to Smith, and we're going to get a blocking foul on Tate. That's his first, team first.
Yeah, it looks like Keon has got some confidence to get by his guy, and he's doing a good job of finding Railers on the perimeter. That's what he's got to do, is set up our shooters. Shooters got to be ready to knock him down.
Komnick inbounds to Schilling. Carson sets up the offense, goes left, now spins right, now backs it back out, gets it to Schilling, back to Carson. Carson waves Komnick through the lane. Now he'll get it to Komnick on the right wing. Komnick's going to dribble in, nothing there. Kick it out to Carson. Now they're reset up top with Smith.
Well, you can hear McCluer North calling out every player that the Railers have. They've called back doors. They've defended our back screen well. They knew Carson was a shooter.
Carson goes up with the shot. Couldn't get it to go, but draws the foul. He'll go to the line for two.
I caught it when Komnick first caught the ball right here. We've got McCluer North right in front of us, so we can hear everything the coach is yelling, and they're yelling shooter. So they've done their dirty work in the scouting report.
Carson's first free throw up and good. And Carson will get a second. Second one up and got it.
Good job.
Carson makes both free throws, ties the ball game up at 2 with just under 5 minutes.
An improvement from Washington already, Scott. The Railers did not shoot the ball well from the free throw line against Washington and allowed the Panthers to get back in it. And there Carson steps up and hits 2 of them.
3 on the way from McCluer North is up and good for Van Dyke. And it's 5-2 McCluer North. Railers push it up in a hurry. Schilling back to Carson, now gives it to Hayes. Hayes swings it over to Komnick for a 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Hayes tries to fly in for the rebound and is going to pick up the foul as he grabbed the arm of Van Dyke. That's Hayes' first team foul for the Railers.
Yeah, got Carson open on the wing and couldn't get the 3 to go, and then Hayes, as he does normally, going after that offensive rebound, just got his arm tied up with McCluer North. So definitely a guy we don't want to get in foul trouble.
And Howard dribbles it off his own leg, out of bounds. Turnover, McCluer North, going to be Railer basketball. 5-2, McCluer with the lead. Railers with the basketball. Carson gets across the timeline, now goes right, kicks it out to Hayes up top. Little backdoor to Smith, up and got it to go.
Great play there. They're going to look like we were going to go hand off to Smith, and Smith went backdoor, and a nice feed by Hayes. Great to have an advantage by your big man that can pass.
Railers down by 1. The Stars with the basketball. That's Howard, now gets it over to Tate. Back to Howard, left wing. Tate for a deep 3 up top, no good. Smith flies up for the rebound. Railers with the ball, down by 1. 3:45 to go in the first. Carson goes right, now gets it up top to Hayes. Hayes will go left, hand off to Komnick. Komnick spins left, kicks it out to Hayes. Just about went over his head. Hayes went up and grabbed it.
Drive right now.
Now Hayes will give to Smith. Smith dribbles in, kicks it out to Komnick. Komnick finds the lane. Head fake, nowhere to go. Now kicks it out to Hayes. Hayes going to find the lane. Spin up with the left, and they're going to get him with a travel.
I don't know.
Thought he had his right pivot foot down when he spun around.
I think you're right there, too. A good job. It just looks like the Railers cannot quite get all the way to the basket, Scott. They're having to pull up short, pull up quick, and before they want to get all the way to the hoop.
Sanders and Gower are going to check in for the Railers, and Smith and Komnick will have a seat. Railers down by 1. McCluer North with the basketball. 3:13 to go in the first. They'll kick it down low. Now they'll kick it back out to Howard. Howard's going to dribble in. Now a 3 on the way from McCluer North is up and good.
Yeah, they've got that guy over on that wing. 0.
Van Dyke hits the 3.
He's got 2 of them so far.
And the lead is 8-4, McCluer North. Hayes, right, left elbow. Now Schilling, nowhere to go. Gives it back to Hayes. Little backdoor to Carson, up, and couldn't get it to go. Fought for McCluer North with the rebound. Carson had a lane, just couldn't get the layup to go. Now a turnover. Carson, fast break. Up, off the backboard, and good for Carson.
Yeah, he's got the speed to keep up with McCluer North. I think him and Gowan may be the only 2 on the Railers that can keep up with those guys. And we got the tip away, and Keon with a nice start here in the game.
2:13 to go in the first. McCluer North Stars 8, the Lincoln Railers 6.
Like McCluer North very okay with slowing it down here and playing a half-court game, and they've been able to find a couple shooters, especially that guy.
Another 3 on the way, no good. And Hayes will track the rebound down for the Railers. Now he'll bring it up by himself. Give it to Sanders. Sanders. And we got a foul on number 5.
Railers may have got away with one there as Frank like he had traveled about twice there before he got to the hoop.
Check in for the Stars, number 25.
Foul is on Hatton, his first, team third. And the Railers inbound. Schilling gets it into Hayes. Now they'll swing it up top to Carson. Carson goes left. Now Schilling left wing. Back up top to Hayes. Over to Gowan. Gowan's going to dribble in. Find it. Run it. Shooting. No. Got him on the arm, and Gowan's going to get 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job by Gowan to get into that middle of the lane about 3 or 4 feet from the basket. The senior will draw the foul and head to the line, so good aggressive play by him.
And that's something we've seen early on, Josh. They're playing us hard out top, and you know, we can get a first step on them. We can dribble around them and get them in a little bit of foul trouble.
Gowan up, free throw off to the right, but yeah, you're right. I wasn't concerned with their size as I was looking as we kind of went out on the jump ball and we kind of measured them up against the Railers. But you look now a little bit longer, and they have got some long arms on some of those guys from McCluer North, which just makes it even tougher for them to get around.
Gowan's second free throw up and good. McCluer North with 4 team fouls, and the next foul, the Railers will be in double bonus with 1:24 to go in the first. They get it across the timeline. Now they'll set up their offense with Hatton. Now Hatton up top. Over to Howard. Back to Hatton. Over to Howard left wing. He'll dribble in. Hayes cuts him off. Feed it into number 25. Up and good for McCluer North. 10-7, McCluer North with the lead. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Railers with the basketball. Miller in for the Railers. Gives it to Schilling, left wing. Now a little lob to Sanders up off the backboard and good. Yeah, Sanders sealed his guy off and had an easy bucket.
Yeah, Hayes clears up and goes to the free throw line, and that leaves the big man guarding Frank, and Frank just seals him off. As you said.
Good block there by Hayes. Is a wide open McCluer North underneath, and Hayes went up for the block. Now the Railers with the basketball. Sanders loses it, but Hayes able to track it down before we had the over and back. Now they'll set up with Miller up top with 20 seconds to go. Shot clock not an issue here. Can hold for 1, down 1. Now Miller dribble it up, reset with Hayes left wing with 7 seconds. Sanders left elbow, going to try to find Gowan. Three-pointer on the way, left it short. And at the end of one, it's McCluer North 10, the Lincoln Railers 9. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have second quarter action here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium on the campus of Collinsville High School for the 39th annual Collinsville Prairie Farms Classic Tournament. And at the end of the first quarter, the Railers down by 1, and it will be McCluer North basketball to start the second.
Railers got to find number 0, Van Dyke. He's got 2 3-pointers in that first quarter.
The Stars work it around. There's a 3 on the way. Got it. And Hatton hits a 3. And the McCluer North Stars up by 4. That second quarter just underway. Miller having some trouble. Grabs it. Now kicks it over to Sanders. Sanders will pick it up. Now the Railers will have to reset their offense with Gowan. Now to Miller. Miller goes left. Gets it to Sanders. Now Hayes, or that's Schilling, top of the key. Picks up his dribble, now gives it to Miller, all the way to Hayes. Hayes picks out to Miller. Miller dribbles in, and we're going to have a blocking foul on number 1, Tate. That's his second.
Boy, they are turning up the pressure on the Railers right now. It's got any three-point play that we've tried to run so far off of our sets have not worked because we're either not setting good hard screens or McCluer North really fighting through them.
Tate just picked up his second foul. He'll have a seat. Howard will check in for him. Railers with the basketball, down by 4. Hayes, left wing. He'll go right. A little backdoor to Miller. Miller kicks out. Schilling, 3 on the way. Got it! Schilling with the Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer, and the Railers down by 1.
Yeah, nice look by Miller. He went backdoor, got the cut, got the pass to him, and then he saw a bunch of trees in there from McCluer North and kicked it right out to Schilling, and big time 3.
Oh, Sanders tried to get the block on number 4. That's Hamilton.
Number 34, Frank Sanders.
Sanders is going to pick up the foul, his first, team first.
We don't have the height of McCluer North in our program, but this guy's got to be every bit of 6'6", 6'7", and very long.
Free throw up and no good. Second free throw from Hamilton.
So Sanders picked up the foul, his first. We've got Hayes with 1 as well, so 2 of our big guys underneath with 1 personal foul.
Second free throw up and good. 14-12, McCluer North with the lead. 6:40 to go in the first half. Hayes will get it across the timeline, get it back to Miller. Sanders left wing, up top to Gowan. Now a backdoor from Hayes, up and couldn't get it to go. The follow by Sanders, no good. And McCluer North will come out of there with it. Now they'll push it up the court in a hurry. Kick at corner, now they'll work it back to the right.
What, 2 point-blank shots from the Railers. Couldn't get him to go. One by Hayes, who made a great catch on the pass. And Frank with a putback couldn't get it to follow, couldn't get it to go either.
Howard with the runner, no good. Rebound, Hamilton. Nowhere to go, tries to back down on Sanders. Now another jumper on the way, no good. Schilling grabs it, and we got a 2-on-1. Schilling will race down. Now hand off to Miller. Miller, 3 on the way, no good. And Hayes will track it down and reset for the Railers. Kick it out to Sanders. Now Miller up top. They work it to the left. Hayes dribbles right. Up with the right. Got hammered underneath, and he'll pick up the foul.
Yeah, I think that's 25.
That's on Mosley, yep.
That might be second on Mosley.
Second team foul.
Nice aggressive drive by Hayes. Got hammered as he goes, and here's where the big boy's got to put the free throws in. We talked about he's going to get fouled a lot this season. He's got to make the opponent pay.
Free throw no good for Hayes. As Comnick, Keon Carson, and Gabe Smith check back in for the Railers.
For the Stars, number 11, Jabez Davis.
5:34 to go in the first half. Railers down by 2. Hayes with a second free throw. Free throw up and no good. And we're going to get a foul on the Railers as Comnick tried to go up and over to grab the rebound, but he's going to pick up the foul. His first, team second. McCluer North, they'll get across the timeline. Now they'll kick it out. And jumper on the way, and good.
Boy, they have not...
Smith wide open, had a good bounce pass from Carson. Smith couldn't handle it. Out of bounds off the Railers, and Coach Al wants a timeout. 30-second timeout on the way. Brian Clark, State Farm Insurance. For home, auto, life, and health insurance needs, see Brian to review a quote for help understanding your current policy or to get started on your personal price plan. Stop by the office at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Eaton Corporation, building over 5 million high-quality commercial and residential power distribution products each year. Check them out online at eaton.com. Josh, Coach just took a 30-second timeout. What's he telling his kids?
I think he got after
heads up.
Yeah, I think he got after Gabe a little bit. Gabe did a great job of running the floor. Just didn't have his head up. It wasn't a great pass by Keon, but he was open for a layup, and one that the Railers need all the time is those easy baskets, and we've missed a couple of them to start here.
Railers down by 4. McCluer North with the basketball. There's a shot no good, and the putback by Hamilton is good. And Hamilton just roams around the basket, Josh. And
well, Hayes you're right. Hayes had to come over and help, and even try to go for the block shot. And
Smith couldn't handle it on the ground. He'll grab it and jump ball. Possession arrow to the Railers. And the Railers will inbound it on their own baseline. Comnick will inbound. Gives it to Hayes. Now up top to Carson. 4:42 to go in the first half. Railers down by 6. Gowan right corner. Now they'll work it to the left with Hayes. Now Carson. Gowan. Tried to kick it out to Smith. Tipped. And going to be a foul on Smith as Van Dyke went to the rim. A little too much contact there by Smith. And Van Dyke will get 2 free throws.
Yeah. Bad pass there by Gowan. Tried to throw it all the way through from the baseline all the way up to the top. And too many hands, too many guys going through there. And Van Dyke stole it and went down and got fouled by Smith. So he'll go to the line for 2 now. Three fouls on the Railers here in this second quarter. 2 on the Stars.
First free throw for Van Dyke is no good. He'll get another as the Railers down by 6 with 4:23 to go in the first half. Second free throw up and good. 19-12. McCluer North with the lead. Railers with the ball. Carson goes left, now spins right. Tried to find a cutting Hayes. Nothing there. Now they'll reset up top with Carson. Carson goes right. Kicks it out. Gowan. 3 on the way. No good. fought for underneath, and McCluer North with the rebound. Tried to kick it up, tipped out of there by Carson. Now the Railers with the basketball. Hayes finds the lane, up and good.
Yeah, tipped away by Keon from behind, and Hayes picked it up and went all the way, basically from half court all the way in. They didn't stop him, and a good drive there by the junior.
19-14, McCluer North with the lead. 3:43 to go in the first half. McCluer with the basketball.
Well, watch McCluer. They've set a lot of screens on this against this Railer 1-2-2 to get their guys open.
They'll work it around. 13 on the shot clock. Feed it in to Davis. Now to Hatton. Hatton goes left. Jumper on the way. Rolls around, no good. Comnick hit it out of there. Gowan tracks it down. Gives it to Carson. Raiders with the basketball, down 5. Keon, he'll dribble right now, go left. Hand off to Hayes. Couldn't handle it. Now a fast break for McCluer, up and good.
Well, you think the speed has just kind of caught up with us a little bit. We try to get playing sometimes too fast, and we've had turned it over a few times because of that.
Railers back down by 7. Having a hard time controlling that ball.
Yeah, you're right.
Carson kicks it out. Smith spins, kicks it to Comnick. Now they'll work it to the left with Gowan left wing. Gowan fakes right, goes left, up and count it. Good move by Gowan.
Yeah.
Head faked right, went left, had a lane, laid it up and good.
Yeah, you're right. Used the jab step toward the middle with the right leg and then went right to the basket, had a wide open lane.
21-16, McCluer North with the lead. 2:22 to go in the first half.
Might be huge for the Railers to cut this thing to...
Going to get a push on Gowan as Howard drove by him. Gowan's going to have a seat. Schilling's going to check in. Gowan's first foul. 4th team foul for the Railers.
Right now, I think if you're Lincoln to 2:16 left here in the second, you try to get this thing, you're down 5, get this to a tie ball game or take the lead by half would be huge.
Tapped out of bounds off Schilling. Going to stay with McCluer. Howard inbound for McCluer. Gets it in to Tate. Tate will back it out, set up his offense. Now they'll work it to the left. 3 on the way from Howard. Off the rim, no good. Hayes there with the rebound. Kicks it over to Carson. Carson trots it up left. Hayes goes and sets a pick for him. Now Carson will go right. Nothing there. Comnick left wing. Comnick gets to the lane, up and count it. Good strong move by Comnick, got to the lane, up off the backboard and good, and the Railers down by 3 with 1:40 to go in the first half.
Something the Railers got to do more of. If they're going to put pressure on you that far out, that much pressure on you, you've got to be able to make them pay and get to the hoop.
Got a push on Hayes. He just picked up his second.
Yeah, so Sanders is going to have to check in for him and kind of
number 30, Drew Hayes.
Hayes, his second, team 5th. So Hamilton's going to get 2 free throws, and Sanders is set to check in for Hayes.
Not much contact underneath there by Hayes on that foul. As much contact as the Stars are putting out on the perimeter against us.
Hamilton, first free throw up and rolls around, no good. And now they'll reset. They'll bring Gowan in for Hayes instead of Sanders.
Well, we go small here, Scott. We've got Schilling, Keon Carson, Aiden Gowan, Gabe Smith, and Carson Comnick on the floor. So these guys are going to have to do a job on the boards.
Second free throw from Hamilton. Got that one. 22-18, McCluer North with the lead. 1:33 to go in the first half, and it will be Railer basketball. Carson trots it up, now gets it across half-court line. He'll go right, Gowan left wing, and we got a foul on, looks like Davis.
Trying to hold Smith, it looks like.
Stars foul number 11, Jamez Davis.
Foul is on Davis, his first, team 3rd.
His first personal foul, 3rd.
And Schilling will inbound on our own baseline. Gets it to Carson, left corner. Now Smith up top. Smith nowhere to go, still has his dribble. Now gets it to Gowan, back to Carson. They'll reset up top with 1:12 to go. Gowan right wing, up top to Comnick. Comnick going to dribble in. And a bumping foul on number 30. That's Owens.
So the fourth foul now. One more on the Stars, and the Railers will go to the free throw line.
First foul on Owens. Fourth team foul. Railers down by 4 with the basketball. 1:05 to go in the first half. Smith back to Carson. Carson behind the back. Now he'll back it back out with 50 seconds to go. 20 on the shot clock. Carson over to Gowan, left wing, deep left wing. Gowan's going to dribble in. Head fake. Kick it over to Comnick. Comnick with 9. Comnick, head fake right, and said he drug his foot. Turnover Railers. 36 seconds to go in the first half. Railers down by 4. Now Sanders is going to check in for Smith. See if they'll try to hold for 1. Slight difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Maybe about a second. And they'll hold it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Now they'll run the play with 6. Hatton, 3 on, nope. Now Hatton's going to fire a 3 up, way off. And at the end of the first half, it's McCluer North 22, Lincoln Railers 18. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have the halftime show here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Boys Basketball. WLCN's live video stream coverage of LCHS Railer Basketball is sponsored by Bees Landscaping, Brian Clark State Farm Insurance, Chase Lowry Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Culver's of Lincoln, Independent Health Insurance Agent Dara Entwistle, Darren Powell State Farm Insurance, Expedia Cruises, First National Bank in Tremont, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center of Lincoln, Heartland Community College, Lincoln, Lincoln Land Communications, Me Realty, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Sal Polis, Schneider Masonry, and United Community Bank. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Railer Boys Basketball. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show where the Railers trail here at halftime to McCluer North 22-18. We're at the 39th annual Collinsville Prairie Farms Holiday Boys Basketball Classic. We'll run through the scoring here. First for McCluer North, they were led in the first half by 0-0 Kendall Van Dyke. Van Dyke with 7 to go along with Justin Hatton had 7 as well. 4 for Julian Hamilton. 2 apiece for Bailey Howard and Javon Mosley to round out the 22 for McCluer North. The Railers were led here in the first half by Keon Carson. Keon Carson with 3 points apiece for Trey Schilling and Aiden Gowan, and 2 points for Frank Sanders, Drew Hayes, Carson Comnick, and Gabe Smith. Again, 22-18 here at halftime. The Railers trail it. We'll send it back to the studios for a quick break. You're in the Growl Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Welcome back, Railer fans, as the Railers trail it here at halftime to McCluer North, 22-18. Josh Comnick along with Scott Kirby and Lloyd Kirby will have all the action down here in Collinsville for you. One game tonight here, and then 2 tomorrow, and then 1 on a Friday for sure. And Scott, the Railers clawed back a little bit. I think we got down as far as 7 in that first half, and we made a little run there at the late in the second quarter, but not enough. This McCluer North very, very quick, very, very strong, and well disciplined on the other end. And one stat that I look at that tells me they're disciplined, only 2 turnovers for McCluer North. Usually the Railers are turning people over a little more than 2 in the first half.
Yeah, you're right, Josh. They moved the ball well, patient on offense, and as far as the Railers, we just have to keep doing what we're doing, but take care of the basketball. I don't know how many turnovers we have. A lot of them are unforced.
Yeah, we got 6, and I think the speed caught up with us a few times, and I think that'll be something in the locker room. The guys settled down a little bit. They got accustomed to it here in the first half, and could come out a little more poised. And we saw, as you said, a lot of fumbles, and when the fumbles happen, it tells me a couple of things, that really this pressure is catching up to you. You're trying to play a little faster than what you're normally playing at. Yeah,
they do seem to rush, but halftime adjustments, I do see things that are there that we need to take advantage of, and that's getting to the rim. If they're going to play that tough a defense on you, I know it's easy set up here, right, but dribble past them, get to the rim, draw the foul, and most importantly, make your free throws. And we free throw line, I think we shot 4,
3 of 6,
3 of 6. Which is an improvement. 50% is it's better than what we've been shooting. But what does coach tell them at halftime? Just calm down,
keep
take
going,
care of the ball,
take care of the basketball, and play our pace if you can. I know they're going to speed you up a little bit as the Railers come out on the court now. But one thing I noticed from the stats, just got not only the lack of turnovers that we forced, but the good shooting by McCluer North. 42% from the field for McCluer North. They're shooting 30% from the three-point line. They like the three-pointers. They're 3 of 10, and they're 3 of 6 also from the free throw line. They've got 11 total rebounds, and they've got a couple baskets on putbacks because of the 4 offensive rebounds that they have. They've got 4 assists on 2 turnovers for McCluer North. The Railers shooting it pretty well from the field as well. 44% from the Railers, 7 of 16, 1 of 6 from three-point land, and 50% from the line at 3 and 6. The Railers with 10 total rebounds, 3 of them offensive. We've got 4 assists on 6 turnovers with 2 steals. So it's been points off turnovers, really, that 8-4 margin that McCluer North has, and fast break points are close. And again, the points from the bench are doing for McCluer North have done a good job too. They're 13-5 with guys coming in for the Stars.
Yeah, and we just have to like we talked about, take care of the basketball and keep them off the offensive boards. And it's going to be a tough second half for them, but we're in a good spot. We're only down 4. Didn't play our best basketball the first half, so hopefully we can come out second half and turn it around.
Got a minute left here before we kick it back to some more action. We're going to send it back to studios for a quick break here in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened? Your friend's not breathing. She's dead? Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God.
6-9.
Welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium on the campus of Collinsville High School for the 39th annual Collinsville Prairie Farms Holiday Boys Basketball Classic. Scott Kirby, Josh Komnick, Lloyd Kirby here this evening. Claudette back at the studio as the Railers take a 4-point deficit into the second half. It will be McCluer North basketball to start the third.
All right, Railers, let's go. Let's have a good half here.
Tate now over to Davis, back to Tate, over to Howard, back to Tate. Now Howard with the right wing, 3 on the way, rolled in and out.
It's a
Sanders with the rebound.
Yeah, great rebound by Frank.
A lot of contact there, no call. Railers with the basketball, down 4. And tipped out of bounds off of Howard. Going to stay with the Railers right in front of their own bench. And Komnick will take it out. He'll kick it all the way up top to Carson. Now Carson crosses the timeline. Kicks it over to Schilling, right wing. Now Hayes. Hayes goes left, little backdoor to Komnick. Contact, no call, and count the bucket.
Yeah, nice back cut, nice pass by Hayes. Man, he's a good passer for a big kid. And Komnick was there right there.
Sanders tried to get in and tap the ball out of there, but got a little too much contact with Owens, and Sanders picks up his second foul, first team foul for the Railers.
Yeah, good play out of halftime by Coach Alexander to the back door. They're overplaying us. Komnick set his man up well. Great feed by Hayes, and Komnick able to score the layup. So good start for the Railers. Now we need another stop on this end.
McCluer with the basketball. That's Tate. Now a 3 on the way from Van Dyke, up and no good. Schilling with the strong rebound. Railers down 2 with the ball. 1 minute's gone by here in the third. Keon Carson with the basketball. Okay, now over to Schilling.
Okay, to run that same play.
Hayes going to dribble left, now spin. Nowhere to go. Kick it out to Schilling. Schilling goes left. picks up his dribble, hands off to Hayes, left wing. Hayes will dribble right, hand off to Comnick. Comnick gets to the lane, loses his footing. Hit the ground pretty hard. Hopefully Comnick's okay. And Comnick will be fine, as must hit a wet spot down there, Josh, because his feet just...
Wet spot, shoes got on the side of the shoe. Sometimes that happens. He was going hard to the basket and getting forced out by McCluer North, and something happened there where he took a hard spill. Took another one of those a couple games ago, so he's fighting a little bit of a sore buttocks and hip muscle anyways.
Raiders down by 2. McCluer with the basketball. Van Dyke gets it up to Tate. Tate back to Van Dyke, right wing. Now they feed to the middle. Kick it out. Tate with a 3, no good. Schilling with the rebound.
Oh, thank goodness Van Dyke's missed 2 wide open threes in this third quarter. He didn't miss any in the first half.
Carson with the basketball, gives it to Hayes. Hayes will dribble left, now get it to Sanders. Sanders goes right, picks up his dribble, nowhere to go. He needs some help. Now gets it to Comnick, tapped out of there by Van Dyke, and he's going to go up for the dunk, and McCluer goes up by 4. A little panic there by Sanders, had nowhere to go, trying to force that pass.
Some of the Railers got to come to the ball and come get it a little closer than what Comnick did. Too far away, too long of a pass against this quick man-to-man team by McCluer North.
Raiders back down by 4. Hayes gets to the lane, up and count it. Hayes with the layup, and the Railers pull within 2 with 5:18 to go in the third.
Yeah, again, McCluer North way up on our guys. We got to turn the corner and get to the hoop.
Got away with the travel, tapped out there by Comnick. Sanders tried to get a breaking Comnick. Comnick didn't know the pass was coming. Turnover Railers. McCluer with the basketball. And there goes Carson. Carson up and count it. And we're tied up at 24 with the quickness of Carson. Easy layup, and we're all knotted up with 4:52 to go in the third.
Yeah, Bailey Howard didn't realize how quick Keon was. He was on him in no time.
Van Dyke feeds Davis, up and good. McCluer North with the timeout. Coach isn't happy. And Howard's here. We got a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Dara Entwistle, independent health insurance agent. Call 217-737-7581. Culvers of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game. They're located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance, with offices in Lincoln and Atlanta, offering great rates on home, auto, life, and renter's insurance. Call 217-732-7755. Chicago Street Rentals, located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-2422. 4:41 to go here in the third. Raiders down by 2 with the ball.
Yeah, Coach Greg Alexander giving the referees a little bit of McCluer North just shoving us through the lane, and you can see that they're schooled, and when we cut through the lane, they're bodying us and holding on to us, and Coach Greg trying to get a couple calls for us.
Carson got to get a pick from Hayes. Now Schilling left wing. Looking for Hayes, nothing there. Reset with Carson up top. Carson dribbles in, kicks it out to Sanders. Sanders to Gowan. Gowan goes left, now kicks it out to Schilling. Schilling finds the lane, up with the right, and good.
Yeah, again, this McCluer North Stars team way up on us, and Schilling with a nice drive. Just put his head down and went right to the hoop. Scored the layup.
All tied up at 26. Just about halfway through the third. McCluer with the basketball. Tate, guarded by Carson. Back to Tate. Davis sets a pick. Now Tate will go right. 3 on the way from Hatton. Way short. And Carson with the rebound.
Oh, baby.
He's going to speed up. Got a Gowan on the right. Nothing there. Now they'll reset. Schilling, top of the key. Now Sanders left wing. Hayes left corner. Up to Carson. Tied up at 26. Railers with the ball. Sanders right corner. Now up top to Carson. Hayes sets a pick for him. Now rolls to the basket. Nothing there. Carson hands off to Hayes with 10 on the shot clock. Hayes picks up his dribble. Nowhere to go. Finds a cut. Sanders goes cutting to the basket, but Hamilton's going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, Hayes got caught right in the lane with nowhere to go. Good thing Frank saw it, cut back door, and then they got the foul on McCluer North. So all tied up here at 26s. Really good basketball game.
Schilling to inbound on their own baseline. Finds a Carson up, blocked. McCluer pushes it out of there. Kicks it up to Hatton. Hatton tries to go up and under, no good. Sanders there for the rebound. Raiders with the ball, tied up at 26. Long pass to Gowan, left wing. Now up top to Schilling. Work it to the right to Sanders, now Hayes, right corner. Hayes picks up his dribble, dangerous pass out to Carson. Good thing Tate wasn't looking. Now Sanders, left elbow, finds Gowan, left corner, nothing there. He'll back it out, give it to Sanders with 4. 3 on the clock. Carson throws up a 3 off the backboard, no good. Shot clock violation, and the Railers lost track of the shot clock, Josh, and had to force a deep 3 by Carson. Yeah,
really the first time that it's hurt the Railers in this game. It cost McCluer North one possession where they had to launch a deep 3.
Still tied at 26, 2:28 to go in the third. McCluer with the basketball. Davis for a 3, left it short, and we're going to get a foul on Carson as he was blocking out Hamilton. Picked up the foul.
His first personal foul, second team foul.
Didn't see really what happened.
Yeah, it was blocked. I don't know if Keon shoved him going for the rebound. He was trying to box out underneath, and more likely Keon had to give him a shove to get him out of there.
Going to stay with McCluer. Davis, now they'll work it to Tate up top. 3 on the way from Hatton, partially blocked. Hamilton grabs it. Now he's going to go up, and a late whistle, and they're going to get Sanders with the foul. And Hamilton's going to get 2 free throws.
His third personal foul, third team foul.
Sanders picks up his third.
4, 2 shots.
And number 4, Hamilton, will head to the free throw line. He's 2 of 4 on the free throw line tonight. Make it 3 of 5.
Gabe Smith's going to check in for Sanders. And Hamilton's going to get another free throw. And gets that one to roll in and good. McCluer back up by 2. Raiders with the basketball. Hayes goes right, now picks up his dribble, bounce pass back to Carson. Carson goes left, guarded there by Tate, gets it over left wing Schilling. Schilling goes right, now spins left, backdoor Carson up with the right, and good. Keon with the bucket. I think he's got 6 points tonight.
Yeah, you're right, and he's just got a guy that can match the speed of McCluer North, and he went backdoor, and a great feed by Schilling.
Slips, Schilling picks it up. He'll push left. Up with the left hand.
Yeah.
Count it! Yeah. And the Raiders with their first lead of the evening. Yeah. 30-28 with 1:25 to go in the third.
You can credit Prairie Farms right in front of the emblem is what made him slip on that and caused the turnover for McCluer North. And Schilling grabbed it, went coast to coast, and puts the Railers, I believe, their first lead of the night.
Yeah. McCluer with the basketball down by 2. Howard gets it across, going to be out of bounds off the Railers, going to stay with McCluer. Howard to inbound on the sideline. Gets it into Tate, guarded there by Gowan. 1:15 to go in the third, Railers up by 2. Tate goes right, picked up there by Gowan. Now goes left. Works it over to Hatton, back to Tate. Tate drives his way in, tries to rifle one into Hamilton. No way he's catching that one. No. Turnover, McCluer, Railer basketball.
They had a screen set up on the corner for their shooter in the corner. I believe Van Dyke was over there, and then Hamilton was wide open after the screen, but they missed him, and then they threw it way too hard. And a big turnover there for the Railers. And see if we can capitalize it here.
Raiders up by 2 with the basketball, under a minute to go. Hayes kicks it out. Schilling, 3 on the way. Got it! Schilling with the big Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer. Raiders up by 5.
Well, that play has worked several times. One time, Scott, we got on a backdoor to Comnick. That time they sunk off a little bit of Schilling, and Schilling with a catch and shoot 3-pointer. Huge basket there for the Railers.
And Gowan picked up a reach-in foul.
4 fouls on the Railers here in this quarter, so hopefully we don't pick up another one and send them to the line for a couple easy free throws.
Gowan picked up his second. Going to be McCluer basketball on their own baseline. Tate to inbound for the Stars. He'll kick it out to Howard. Howard backs it out, guarded there by Schilling. Now to Hatton. Back to Howard. 24 on the clock. Shot clock is turned off.
Yeah, Railers got to be aware of screens. McCluer North has done a good job of screening this 1-2-2 where they've gotten open shots. They're going to look to do something similar with here.
Hatton dribbles out towards half court. Now they'll start the play with 7 seconds to go. Hatton goes left, kicks it out. Tate, left wing, back to Hatton. Feed it over to Howard. 3 on the way, off the rim, no good. And at the end of 3, it's the Lincoln Railers 33, McCluer North Stars 28. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have fourth quarter action here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Fourth quarter, here we come. Railers up by 5 here at the 39th annual Prairie Farms Collinsville Tournament. Railers with the basketball to start the fourth. Carson with it up top, now over to Smith. Hayes right wing, gives it to Carson. Carson guarded by Tate. He'll back it out, now set up a play with 19 on the shot clock. Gowan right wing, gives it to Smith, over to Carson. Carson dribbles by Tate, up with the right, partially blocked by Hamilton, and McCluer North with the basketball. I think if he went up with the left, it had a little better chance. He went up with the right, and Tate partially blocked it.
Yeah, you're right. He came over and did a good job of swatting that out of there.
A little reverse layup, no good. Hayes there with the rebound. Little forced shot there by McCluer, no good. Railers with the ball up by 5. Smith dribbles in, and he's going to be fouled there by number 11. That's Davis. I think Gabe was a little unsure what to do there. He dribbled in and then I think tried to kick it out. Yeah, fortunate for him, he picked up there, drew the foul.
And I think that the officials have been calling it pretty tight, especially when you go to the basket. Smith up and free throw good, but they've been calling it tight. When there's been a drive to the basket, and there's been I would say, 50% contact, I guess, questionable contact, that they've called the foul and bailed out the shooter. So the Railers have got to be mindful of that and continue the hoop. Good job by Smith. Two big free throws, you're right.
Railers up by 7, their largest lead of the night with 7 minutes to go. Stolen by Gowan.
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
10 seconds. No, they got a timeout before a full timeout.
Too quick, too. You go by the shot clock, I guess, and it was 26 left on the shot clock.
They had 1 second. 60-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Chase Lowry, your Lincoln Edward Jones financial advisor, located at 407 Keokuk in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office. They're a member of SIPC. The Carpet House, the professional design team, will work with you for 100% satisfaction. Stop by the showroom at 1320 Woodlawn Road or call 217-735-2531. Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, helping people, changing lives. America's Poverty Fighting Network. Call 217-732-2159 or find them online at capsale.info. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Pastor Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and to attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Find them on Facebook or learn more at myfgec.org. 6:58 to go in the ball game. Railers up by 7. It will be McCluer basketball as they just got the timeout called before the 10-second call. And Tate will inbound on the sideline. He'll get it in to Hatton. Hatton picked up there by Gowan. Now they'll feed Howard. Kicks it out in the corner to Van Dyke. Nowhere to go. Good double team. Now they'll find Howard underneath. Count the bucket, and he picked up the foul.
Foul is on number 30, Drew Hayes.
Foul is on Hayes, his third, team first for the Railers.
Exactly what you didn't want if you're the Railers, to give up a chance for a three-point play here and cut into this lead.
Howard's free throw up and good. 35-31, Railers with the lead. 6:45 to go in the ball game. Carson guarded by Tate. He'll get it across the timeline. Now get it to Schilling, right wing. Schilling gives it to Hayes. Hayes dribbles by Hamilton.
Keep going, Hayes.
Now feeds it to Smith, and we're going to get a blocking foul on Tate. That's his third.
Drew's got to keep going there. He had the guy on his side, had a chance to get all the way to the hoop, and chose to pass it off to Gabe, who didn't really have a whole lot to do with it once he caught it.
Schilling to inbound on their own baseline. Gets it into Hayes. Hayes guarded by Hamilton.
Take him,
yep. He'll dribble in, head fake, nowhere to go. Kick it out, Schilling, 3 on the way. Got it!
And he's hit something.
Schilling's hit another 3. It's a Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer, and the senior, he's got 9 with 3 3-pointers. I don't know if he's missed.
No, 2 big ones too here. One in the third quarter, and now that big one here in the fourth to extend this lead back to 7.
6 minutes to go in the ball game. McCluer with the basketball. Tate up top, now over to Hatton. Back to Tate. To feed it to Howard. Howard, jumper from the free throw line, up and good.
Yeah, too easy. Catch it right at the free throw line, and that's the part where it hurts the 1-2-2. And they got a guy there that can score it, and he can shoot it from there.
Lead is down to 5. Hayes. Oh, keep going. Now they'll find Smith in the corner. Nothing there. He'll dribble it out, get it to Hayes up top, guarded by Hamilton. Now over to Schilling, right wing. Schilling goes left, tries to find Hayes Cuddy, nothing there. Now Gowan up to Carson.
Boy, the pressure has even turned up even more, Scott.
Yeah. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Railers. Hayes spins right, up with the right, and good for Hayes. Good move by Hayes, and the Railers back up by 7 with 5:13 to go.
Yeah, he's got to do more of it, Scott. He's got to look to shoot more, got to look to drive and finish when he gets in there.
McCluer, Tate over to Van Dyke. Now he'll kick it back up to Tate. Back to Van Dyke. Now Tate, work it over left wing. Hatton pulls up for a jumper, up and good.
They hit some big shots, big jump shots even too, to keep them close here.
Schilling kicks it over to Carson. Carson now picked up there by Hatton. He'll get it across the timeline with 4:38 to go. Railers up 5 with the ball. Schilling up top. He'll dribble between his legs, now pull it to the right. Loses control, now gives it to Hayes. Hayes finds the lane, up with the right, and couldn't get it to go. Hamilton with the rebound. McCluer down by 5 with the basketball.
It's not over and back.
3 on the way. No good. Hayes there with the strong rebound. Tipped out of there, now Schilling tracks it down. Kicks it up to Smith. Smith picks it up. Left corner, and we want a 30-second timeout by Coach Al.
I think he saw some Railers really dragging. Hayes, Schilling out there dragging right now. They needed a break. Good timeout by Coach Alexander to get those guys a little bit of a rest here.
4:03 to go in the ball game. Railers up by 5. Coach Al gets the timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here.
Talk about that play that just happened. They jumped from one side of the court, never grabbed position on this side of the court.
Yeah.
Caught it in air. As far as I know, that's over and back.
Yeah, he didn't have his feet down. Growl Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953, located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to growlinc.com. The Grimaldi Law Office, Logan County's only law firm dedicated exclusively to the practice of criminal law. Phone 217-651-8089. We're halfway through the fourth. Railers with the 5-point lead and the basketball. Hayes to inbound right in front of his own bench. He'll kick it out to Carson. Carson goes left, tapped out of bounds off of Howard, and it's going to stay with the Railers. That's another thing you talked about before, Josh. We have to come to the ball.
Yeah, we're not getting open enough, not using our body to get open, and McCluer North's not going to let us just go wherever we want to go. It's going to have to be the Railers getting us open.
Comnick gets it into Schilling, left corner. Schilling backs down his guy, nowhere to go. Now he'll go left, give it to Hayes in the left corner, and Hayes stepped on the out-of-bound line. Turnover Railers, McCluer basketball as Sanders gets up to check in for Comnick.
Coming back in for the Railers, number 34, Frank Sanders.
Big defensive stop here, Scott.
Yes, sir.
A little bit of a rhythm, or a little bit of a momentum for McCluer North on the last couple of possessions where they've scored. The Railers still lead it by 5.
Get it across. Little running jumper on the way, and good from Howard. And that's just too easy. Lead is down to 3. Railers with the basketball. Hayes, a little run and jump there. Nowhere to go. Finds Gowan. Gowan's going to dribble in and tapped out there off of Tate. That's his 4th.
Starts foul number 1, Brendan Tate, his 3rd personal foul.
3rd? I thought that was his 4th. All right, that's his 3rd.
Correction, his 4th.
Oh, you're right.
4th.
They're not going to go against you.
I like the 4th better. Sanders now kicks it out to Carson. 3:24 to go in the game. Railers up by 3. Carson goes right, backs it back out. Now kicks it over to Gowan, left wing. Up to Hayes. Hayes got a lane. Up, and a lot of contact. Couldn't get it to go, but he'll get 2 free throws.
Yeah, great drive. Took the contact, got it up on the rim. Couldn't get it to go down. But this is where the junior's got to knock down some free throws here.
It's the third personal foul on Davis.
And the 4th
team,
on the McCluer North.
Bigger yet. Left it short. Missed the first. Hayes, second free throw on the way. Up and airballed it. 40-37. Railers with a 3-point lead with 3:11 to go on the ball game. McCluer North with the basketball. Tate sets up their offense. Over to Hatton. Back to Tate up top. Now Hatton left wing. Looking for Howard at the free throw line. Nothing there. Now they get it to Van Dyke.
Yeah, they really wanted to get to Howard or Van Dyke. Van Dyke can shoot it from 3, and Howard's got it there in the free throw line to make a couple.
Little no-look pass from Hatton to Howard. Howard misses the shot, but picks up the foul. He'll get 2 free throws. That's Drew's 4th personal foul.
Harrison Bailey Howard at the line for 2 shots.
And Howard will get 2 free throws. First one up and good.
First one is good for Bailey Howard.
Second free throw up and good.
The pressure continues here from McCluer North. Full court man-to-man pressure all over Keon right now.
Keon can fly by his guy. Tate has to be careful. He's got 4 fouls. as well as Hayes. Almost went through the hands of Sanders. He grabs it. Now the Railers reset with Hayes. Now Schilling. Up to Sanders, over to Carson. Railers up by 1. 2:25 to go in the game. Carson finds the lane, up and got it to go. A little awkward shot there by Carson, but he's able to finish, and the Railers back up by 3.
Yeah, I was going to say, who wants the shots for the Railers right now? Who wants to shoot it as the time trickles down in this fourth quarter in a close game?
Hatton dribbles in, nothing there. Now they'll kick it up top to Tate. Tate over to Van Dyke, right wing. Now Tate gets in the corner for a 3. Got it. And Van Dyke with the big 3 ties it up at 42 with a minute 49 to go in the game and a 30-second timeout for McCluer North.
Well, they got it to their guy, Van Dyke. He started at the wing and kind of started moving his way down toward us right in the corner, and he got it on a quick pass and a 3 to tie this thing up at 42s now. And Coach Alexander, actually McCluer North with a timeout, and the Railers got to be obviously protective of the ball now, Scott, but also be really strong with it because they're really aggressive on their defense. With McCluer North with 4 team fouls, sends the Railers to the free throw line with 2 shots.
Headline Salon at 602.5 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Call Brett at 217-651-8310. Headline Salon, where your hair makes the statement. Lincoln Printers, providing complete quality satisfaction at a fast, fair price while utilizing modern technology and a creative flair. Phone 217-732-3121. So the Railers get it in, all tied up at 42, a minute 45 to go in the game. Now they do a little run and jump. Now they'll get it to Hayes. Hayes almost had it stripped away from the back. Now they'll reset with Gowan. Gowan finds the lane, now spins back, kicks it out to Carson with 20 seconds on the clock. Shot clock, that is. Now Carson goes right now, back to his left, kicked it out. Schilling, 3 on the way. Got it! Schilling with another huge Chris Coyne State Farm 3-pointer.
Oh, the Railers hit the ball after the three-pointer.
Okay.
Three-pointer is good, but boy, what another big shot here. The Railers, anytime here in this game, need to stop. It's right now.
Schilling with 11 points. Railers up by 3, 1:12 to go. 3 on the way from Van Dyke. He's unable to answer, and Schilling there with the rebound with 1:05 left in the ball game.
Schilling now, free throws. They don't have to foul here. Plenty of time here, especially with the shot clock now.
Schilling dribbles right between his legs, now back to the left. Kicks it out to Carson. 19 on the shot clock, 49 on the game clock. Carson dribbles right, kicks it out. Gowan fakes a 3, gets it in. Now Hayes, he's going to dribble in, nothing there. Reset with Gowan with 8 seconds.
Got time.
Now Carson with 6. 5 on the shot clock. Carson going to dribble by, kick it out. Sanders, one too many steps as Sanders was cutting to the basket, but traveled with it. Turnover Railers, McCluer North basketball with 31 seconds to go in the ball game. Railers up by 3.
Yeah, McCluer North with plenty of time left. They don't need to go for a 3 exactly. They've got 31.1 seconds. The Railers got a couple fouls to give with only 2 in the fourth quarter. Trap right now.
Brown.
Get it.
To Van Dyke, back to Brown, over to Tate. 20 seconds to go.
Got to get out here, Frank. Their shooter's in the corner right in front of us.
They work it around the perimeter, and McCluer North calls a timeout.
60-second timeout.
60-second timeout called by McCluer North. We'll keep it right here. LMH Community Health Collaborative, improving the health of the people and communities it serves. Find them on Facebook to learn more about offerings such as the LMH Trailblazers walking program on Wednesdays. Me Realty, locally owned and operated. Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at merealty.com.
Hey, let me give your voice a break there, bud.
Would you?
Snyder Chiropractic providing results for body reconditioning, back and neck problems, along with preventative sports injury procedures. Call 217-732-2140. And Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available call Brad at 217-314-9654 and Tarter Brothers Mechanical at 602 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln and online at tarterbrothers.com. So you got to think they've ran the clock down now, Scott. The shot clock is out, so as we're only going off the game clock, they've got to go almost for a three-pointer now.
Yeah, it's
well, you don't
get down to crunch time.
And we've done this a few times. It's fouled on three-pointer this season.
Yeah.
You want to contest, but you don't want to give them a three-pointer and a free throw.
And I'm sure that's something they discussed at the timeout. Coach Al, do not foul the three-point shooter.
And then go send your horses to go get a big rebound.
So here we go. 12 seconds left in the ball game. Lincoln up by 3. McCluer North with the basketball.
Foul.
Brown to Tate. Over to Van Dyke for a 3. And that's exactly what we didn't need right there, Josh. With 2 seconds to go, Hayes just picked up his 5th foul. And Van Dyke's going to get 3 free throws, either to tie it up.
Well, and arguably their best shooter going to the free throw line. And more importantly, if they do miss, Hayes has 5 free throws, 5 fouls, with our biggest rebounder going to the bench with 5.
So it comes down to free throws, Josh.
Yeah, and really McCluer North did a good job here in the second half of knocking them down.
Van Dyke for 3 free throws. First one up and no good. Now box out.
Yeah, you got to box out. I'm okay with Coach calling a timeout after this second free throw too, just to remind our guys, set your guys up, get your rebounders in there, and go attack it.
He's going to call one right now. Why not call one now? Let him shoot the free throw. Call another one.
Yeah, you should have plenty to go for with Coach Alexander. Always keeps them for this time in the game, and he's got plenty to use. But what a big miss! And now he's got to make 2 really, Scott, and try to miss. And the Railers got to find a way to get this rebound. You're going to have probably Sanders underneath. You're probably going to have Smith underneath as well.
2.2 seconds on the clock. Railers up by 3. McCluer North with 2 more free throws. And it's been a good game, Josh. It's been close throughout. You know, Lincoln, trailed all first half, down by 4 at half.
Yeah.
Able to work their way back to, I think their biggest lead was 7.
Yep.
And McCluer North just didn't go away.
He hit some big shots and some big jump shots, really. Hit a big one down here in front of us with Mr. number 0, Van Dyke, hit another 3 on the night, and then they got a jump shot on the other end, and the Railers missed a couple free throws on their end, and then I think we had a cutting Frank Sanders who traveled, but all else failed, Schilling has come up with some huge three-pointers.
The senior with some big three-pointers, some Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointers. And we'll see what Van Dyke can do here.
Boy, and Keon is out by the top of the key, and he
missed the second.
He has to be aware of a tip out. He's got to follow the tip out somewhere. Coach Alexander with another timeout here. And Keon's not on the lane, but he's back there. And really, what McCluer North's probably going to try to do is tip something. They got to try and miss it, right? So they've got to try and miss it, and then tip it back behind the three-point line. So Keon's got to be back there for almost like a safety in football. You got to go get the football.
Yeah, if he makes it, obviously Lincoln takes it out. If he misses, so as a coach, what are you telling him here after the free throw? Are you kind of getting to the side, or because a 2 is not going to do anything for you?
No, I don't think you can try to miss. I don't think you can make this. I think you got to try and miss it and get a tip out for a three-pointer back, because I just don't think you got enough time to make. Then you got to get the ball inbounds. You foul. That knocks a couple seconds or tenths of a second off, and then you got to go full length of the court to come back this way to get a three-pointer. So if I'm McCluer North, I'm trying to miss this thing and tap it out, and hopefully it falls in the hands of one of my shooters.
So you got to think Hamilton's going to be under there trying to get the tip out, because he's probably one of the most athletic underneath for McCluer North. And then you're trying to tip it out. Well, obviously Van Dyke's shooting the free throws.
Yeah, bodies.
So you're probably looking for Hatton.
You got to have bodies on these guys underneath, and Smith and Sanders. And you got to make sure you get the shooter too. You don't want this thing to fall right back to the shooter and have him take a step back for a 3.
Free throw up and good, and he made it.
Free throw is good for Kendall Van Dyke.
Getting in to Gowan, now to Smith. And that's going to do it as the Raiders get it in and run the timeout with a 2-point victory here in Collinsville. Your final, the Lincoln Railers 45, McCluer North Stars 43. We'll take a commercial break. We come back. We'll have the post-game show here on WLCN 96.3 FM, Railer Nation Station. We'll be back after 2 minutes.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back, Railer fans, as the Railers win it here in Collinsville, 45-43 to send the Railers in the winner's bracket, and we'll take on the winner of the game. That's the guys are getting ready to warm up between Collierville, a team out of Tennessee, and Belleville East. We'll run through the scoring first for the Stars from McCluer North. They were led by Kendall Van Dyke. Van Dyke with 13. Also in double figures for the Stars was Howard. Howard with 11. 9 points for Justin Hatton. 6 points for Julian Hamilton. 2 points for Javon Mosley and 2 points for James Davis to round out the 43 for McCluer North. The leader for the Railers was the senior with some huge three-pointers here tonight. Trey Schilling with 16. Trey was 4 of 5 from three-point land, 6 of 7 from the field overall. Give him 16. 10 points for the other senior, Keon Carson. Carson was 4 of 7 from the field and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 6 points for Drew Hayes, give him also 6 rebounds. 4 points apiece for Gabe Smith and Carson Comnick. 3 points for Aiden Gowan and 2 points Frank Sanders for the 45. Again, the Railers win it here from Collinsville, 45-43. We'll kick it back to the studios and have some stats for the game. And head coach Neil Alexander, you're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic post-game show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Where's your emergency?
Everyone's on their way. What happened? Your friend's not breathing. Yes, please get my mom and dad. Oh my God.
There we go. Back. Whoops. Welcome back to Collinsville, Illinois, as the victorious Railers moving on to the next round, and joining us now is Coach Neil Alexander. Coach, a little too close for comfort there. Give McCluer North some credit. A very solid basketball team. Raiders had some issues in the first half taking care of the ball. The pressure got to us a little bit. I think they kind of sped us up a little bit. But at the end of the night, the Raiders with the 2-point victory. Big game by the senior, Trey Schilling, and the Raiders moving on to face the winner of the next game.
We thought at halftime that we played maybe the worst half we played. We were not aggressive. It was like we were scared of them. And, we go through the scouting report and we tell them what to expect. And it's almost like we scared the kids. And I thought the second half we come out and was much more ourselves defensively. And then we were able to execute and get a couple back doors. Trey hit a couple, 2 or 3 threes. And that's what it takes. You just got to look for that little run. And, we made a big basket after we got tied. I don't even know who made it. But it was a big basket to put us back up 2, and then we kind of finished it. And I was surprised that kid missed the 2 free throws because he was one of their best shooters.
Yeah, that's what we thought too. He was going to step up and knock 3 of them down because he hit a couple threes in the first half. Coach, he hit one in front of us, I believe, to tie the basketball game. But your guys held in there and held strong. Probably as much pressure, full court, top to bottom, and in the full court or in the half court that we have seen. And it caused us to bobble the ball a little bit. But as you said, we got Hayes right out of the halftime. We got Comnick on a backdoor that scored one, and Hayes was able to get to the basket a couple times. Schilling, a guy that doesn't look to drive a whole lot, was able to get to the basket a few times. And then, boy, did he hit some clutch threes down the stretch.
Yeah, he did. He played maybe his best game of the season. So hopefully that's just a start. And we got guys that we still, we've got a lot of confidence in a bunch of guys. And again, that was a pretty physical game as well. And our guys hung in there and made the plays when we had to.
Keon had some key plays first half, getting to the basket as well, Coach. So all around, a good, solid team win. And, the main thing is you're staying in this gym. You got the big dub the first game here in the tournament. And, you're going to probably stick around and watch these 2 teams play.
Well, no doubt. We've got, we ate dinner about 3 o'clock. So I'm sure the kids are hungry, and we got pizza coming. So we'll watch a little bit here and see where we're at and see what we're facing tomorrow.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations on a big win, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow at 2:30 as the Lincoln Railers will take on the winner between Colliersville and Belleville East.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. That's going to do it for us here in Collinsville. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow at 2:30 as the Railers are right back here to take on the winner between Colliersville, Tennessee, and Belleville East. Our broadcast will begin with the pregame show starting at 2 o'clock. The Railers now stand at 9-3. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We know you enjoyed the outcome. We'd like to thank our listeners for listening, our viewers for viewing, and our sponsors for sponsoring. This has been a production of WLCN Sports 96.3 FM. We ask you to patronize our sponsors and say thank you for allowing us to bring you Lincoln Railer basketball. For station manager Jim Ash, studio producer Claudette, cameraman and social media coordinator Lloyd Kirby, and Josh Comnick, this is Scott Kirby. Once again, the final score, Lincoln 45, the Stars 43. From Collinsville, Illinois, good evening, everyone. It's time to send you back to the station for the Classic Rock Experience on the Nighttime Fix 96.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School boys basketball. WLCN's coverage of Rail Splitter basketball is sponsored by Bees Landscaping for all your outdoor landscaping projects and needs. Located at 1302 State Route 10 East on the east edge of Lincoln. Call 217-732-4300. Brian Clark State Farm Insurance for home, auto, life, and health insurance needs. See Brian to review a quote, for help understanding your current policy, or to get started on your personal price plan. Stop by the office at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln. Call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Chase Lowry, your Edward Jones financial advisor, located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office, member SIPC. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Dara Entwistle, independent health insurance agent. Call 217-737-7581. Darren Powell State Farm Insurance, located on the square in Mount Pulaski at 114 East Cook Street, offering competitive rates on auto, home, life, and business insurance. Phone 217-792-3371. Expedia Cruises, offering air, land, and sea vacations. Located at 1520 East College Street in Normal, call Greg Phillips at 309-429-6280. First National Bank in Tremont, your local community bank that strives to build relationships and is trusted with your community's financial needs. Located at 710 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Visit TremontBank.com to learn more about products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and to attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Find them on Facebook or learn more at myfgec.org. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Lincoln Land Communications, located at 1326 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Serving the area since 1986, Lincoln Land Communications provides sales and service for security cameras, two-way radios, commercial phone and sound systems, LED lighting, car stereos, and much more. Call 217-735-5454. Me Realty. Locally owned and operated, Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at merealty.com. Sal Polis, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, located at 1400 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 217-732-4001. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball. The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.